Can I ask real quick? Are you pro or anti Steve Austin?
Oh, I'm very pro Steve Austin. Steve
Pro.
Austin is
Is
yeah
he good? I don't
incredibly.
know. I don't know anything about wrestling, obviously. So
Oh yeah, incredibly good. I think maybe the quick answer would be like what Hulk Hogan was in kind of the for a while in the late '80s, early '90s, like the guy, and then maybe John Cena. There was a period where it was probably both Stone Cold and The Rock, and that period is fondly remembered by wrestling fans as being an absolute peak. And just like Stone Cold at his peak was like yeah,
hmm hmm
like Hulk Hogan, but probably better because he drank beers.
Wow.
If we're being honest.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. But nope, I promise not to go on too much about it. But yeah, people talk a lot about their Mount Rushmore. It's kind of like if they do top 5 rappers, people talk about the Mount Rushmore of
People do that
wrestling.
with
And
comedy a lot too.
I would probably say Stone Cold Steve Austin, Chris
hmm
Jericho, George Washington,
I was
because
about to say that joke. I was about to interrupt you to say that. I was about to say Abe Lincoln is the fourth one.
it is still
Oh,
Mount
I'm
Rushmore.
so mad.
Hey, paisanos, welcome to the Hard Drive Podcast. My name is Mark Roebuck. I am here with Jeremy Kaplowitz. Jeremy, how are you?
I'm good. I'm pretty good today, actually.
All right. I think I
All
asked you
things
before.
considered,
What have you done much today? I think I asked you before,
no,
and then maybe I forget.
done
Did I forget
nothing.
to listen, or did we just you just didn't have? Oh, okay, okay. I just realized I had unfinished business with that question, but it's just that you just didn't. I bet you're selling yourself short. But we'll move on. How are you, Jeremy? We did that
I'm pretty
already.
good. I had a
Yeah. All right.
conversation with someone this week, a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever talk about this on this podcast? Where they asked me how I'm doing, and I said good, and they were
Mm-hmm.
like, kind of gave me a dirty look about it. They were like, yeah, because
Like they don't believe you. Like they don't
there's a
believe you.
friggin' pandemic going on, and I was
Oh,
like,
like how dare
all right,
like a
yeah,
how dare you?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, oh,
How dare
all
you?
right.
Mm-hmm. What's the appropriate answer? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is anymore. I feel like now you kind of have to. You're morally obligated to be like, huh, there's a damn Cheeto in the White House. I don't know.
mm-hmm,
I feel
mm-hmm.
like every time I say I'm good, like the assumption is, comma, all things considered, right? Like,
Yeah, I just what the best thing I've been doing is like when I go out, and I don't do this around the house. Like if I go out, if I have to talk to anyone in any reason, I just say every sentence just start with in these times, and you're probably
yeah,
good.
in these times.
hmm hmm And I just wear as many masks on as many parts of my face as I can,
Yeah.
and generally people stay away from me. They're over my eyes and everything.
Yeah, yeah. You look like a fucking mummy.
I've been accumulating masks, as you know. I see them in the parking lot. I just put those ones on last. It's no big deal.
No, yeah, that's insane. That's insane. You got to put fewer masks on. I hate to be the person who says this, but you got to put
I don't know.
fewer masks on.
Jeremy, all my tests keep coming back. I told you I devised my own home test, right? The Q-tips are coming back. No blood. I think I'm good. I'm going in there like deep too. I think I'm doing good.
Kyle Earth in the chat says, "I've been openly telling people I'm depressed. It rules." Yeah, I
Mm.
mean that's another method.
But there's a far cry between being the gothic young face of game design and being a
Mm-hmm.
couple of
Mm-hmm.
schlubs with podcasts and hats on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
This
exactly.
is my concern.
I mean, I gotta wear a hat. I'm a balding 26-year-old. That's
So,
the world I live in.
I promise we can get right back to getting sidetracked. But should we
Yeah,
talk about the business at hand
let's
today?
do
The
it.
contractual obligation we have to
Yeah, we have a
do
contractual
some work.
obligation. We've been hired by Dick Media.
It's not the old one. It's a new one,
It's a
and
new,
it's
yeah. They call it
yeah.
New Dick.
hmm
And yeah, no, we a few weeks ago we did a podcast episode where we wrote our own episode of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, where Mario, the 1989 TV show with Mario and Luigi, and we wrote an episode where they meet Link, right? And that's pretty short as a cartoon, but in that show back in the day, um, they would sandwich that with two sections of a live action with Captain
hmm
Lou Albano and Danny Wells. So
hmm
today we're gonna finish the job. We're gonna kill Danny Wells. No,
No, no, no.
we're gonna
That's
write the
been
live action.
right.
And no, we're not gonna watch the debates. For those who are paying attention, we do these on Twitch on Thursdays. So right now there is a debate starting in 12 minutes between President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden,
hmm
and we're not gonna watch it.
We're just we're must see TV Thursday nights. You can't budge us.
No, 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 no. We can't write it. We can't watch it. We're gonna write it. We can't watch it. Um, one of the rules we set for ourselves for this, and for the last time we did this, is that we will not think about it at all.
We're not allowed to think about it prior or during the process. And I think is revision, that's allowed, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Right?
you can revise as much as you want,
Okay.
but we're not allowed to. Like I don't know about you. Like every episode of the, and not every, but a lot of episodes of the live action TV show would feature a celebrity guest from the '80s. And I first of all, there's no way we're writing this without one. But I've not I've not let myself think about who that could be.
Me neither. I start to feel it happen, and then I run into the nearest wall. This is how I've spent my week.
Yeah, and by poll, of course, you mean a Twitch poll. Guys, sound off in the comments who you think. Do you think we should do an '80s celebrity, or should we do a modern one?
A modern one. Stone Cold Steve Austin is an obvious front runner in the wrestling crossover sense, and he's still around.
'80s. I think '80s is the move.
I like that.
It's more fun to think of, like, who's the most ridiculous '80s actor we can have come on.
There's also, well, okay. I mean, does this count? Am I allowed to? Yeah, am I allowed to start throwing things out now?
Yeah. So the chat is saying '80s.
'80s, Bill Cosby, Princess Diana. Like, it'll be like this. You could do some really off-color things like Bill Cosby in the '80s, or like, but we write it like we know now things. But that's a hot potato.
Bill Cosby is a very funny answer. I don't think that two white guys should do that.
Yeah,
but I do think it is very funny.
I do just want to say too, if you are listening to the Hard Drive podcast without knowing how we arrived at being the show, we were for a long time a podcast exclusively dedicated. I guess you talked about the show. I just don't know if.
Oh wait, yeah.
If we seem weirdly familiar with it, that's why. I just don't know. In case this is.
Well, we'll also make sure to explain all of the references. Like, we're not going to let a reference die on air.
Never.
We also have some important business to do, though. I told
not on my watch. What's that?
We promised to read. If you haven't watched the show before, there's a character in it named Toad, and no, he's not a frog. He's a little mushroom man, and he has a gravelly voice. And we've promised to read all iTunes reviews of our podcast, and I guess reviews elsewhere, but I don't know where we would get them, in Toad's voice. So we have a new review, and I think it's purposely written as if it's going to be read by us.
Which I guess has happened in the sense that the last one said it's a net, which is like a funny, definitely a Toad line, but this is more of like a whole thing.
Yeah, this is from Toad Cooper 69. Very much thank you for this this review.
Oh, just a couple days ago.
Yeah, you want to read it, Mark? You want me to do it?
I can let her rip here as Toad. Okay. Let me take a drink.
I love your Toad. All right, Mark's taking a drink for those listening.
All right, it was water, not the Highlander and Lord he's been talking about for weeks.
All right.
Don't move your screen, because I'm just going to read it off your screen instead of
okay.
My phone. Okay. All right. 5 stars. Love the show. Anyone here might cry. Each morning, I wake up to the eternal dread of never knowing what I am, dudes. For my entire life, I've wondered, am I man? Am I mushroom? I wait for the day some merciful angel of death spares me of this mortal coil, dudes.
Thank you, Toad Cooper 69. And again, if you want us to say anything at all in the voice of Toad,
anything,
put it on. If this is our version of Cameo, it's free. It only costs you an iTunes review. If you want to say something stupid in Toad's voice, we will do it. Okay. A sausage link to the past. What's the name of? Oh, we should actually write this first. So people are throwing out some names for people. Kirk Cameron, Patrick Dempsey. They have already met Patrick Dempsey in the Plant episode. Just to be clear, Luigi mysteriously disappears after officiating Jerry Lee Lewis's wedding. We could do like, did I see someone say like Hulk Hogan or something? It's
Hulk Hogan. I love that. That makes perfect sense.
Is Hulk Hogan? Is he big in the '80s? Like, what's his deal in the '80s?
100%. When they had, because they had Roddy Piper and Sergeant Slaughter and the wrestlers they had, like Hulk Hogan was the biggest get they probably could have had at that point. And I'd be surprised to find out they didn't try or something. But yeah, it super fits.
Okay, so let's do Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan's great. So also, just like on top of celebrities, can I just talk real quick about things that are maybe like in play or things that came up in the show a lot?
Yeah, please.
Someone could stop by, but they also had a magical portal in their mirror in their medicine cabinet. So sometimes like Magic Johnson, I think, talked to him. I think Nicole Eggert came to talk to them and ended up stepping through it right before her messy party. And then also there's some other people we see sometimes, like a roommate. Well, Edison, right?
Yes.
Edison is a roommate that we see.
Radigator is their pet
That lives in the pipes. So we
part
got
rat, part alligator, not a rat alligator.
yeah.
All right. There's some other.
I think those are just some
from the chat. Ralph Macchio, Jeffrey Maxwell. I don't know who Jeffrey Maxwell is. Punky Brewster.
The Noid is funny.
The Noid. That's very good. Oh, Ralph Macchio is from Cobra Kai. Okay.
Yeah. And there could be some real pizza synergy. Like if the Noid is taking Mario's pizza, this could be this is a good one here.
Ghislaine Maxwell or Jeffrey Epstein is also very funny. Gigi Allen's very funny.
This is gonna end up this is gonna have an ending like We Are the World, where it's just all the relevant or irrelevant celebrities from the 80s.
Yeah, this podcast might reveal my big blind spot of not having seen a lot of classic 80s movies. I think maybe because I was born in the 90s, but I've never seen Karate Kid. I've never seen Karate Kid, and this hurts a lot of people when I say it to them. I've never seen Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm not going to do? You know some of my pet peeves is like when you say that and then I do this to you.
Oh my god.
Hang on, let me be fucking super extra for a minute before I tell you how you need to see Home Alone or something. And it's just like, all right, okay.
Yeah, I get it.
I've seen Home Alone, by the way. I saw Home Alone. Saw it 48 times. Just saying.
That being said, I will say I was kind of surprised. Borat 2 comes out tomorrow. Right. I was a little surprised by how many people told me yesterday that they've never seen Borat.
Mm-hmm. It's like a sneaky 14 years ago that movie came out. Time is melting anymore, and suddenly, I don't know. I
think it's one of the great comedies. I think Borat is one of the great comedies, unironically.
Yeah. Oh, indeed.
Yeah, I should watch Back to the Future. Kyle says it's like a cultural standpoint. Yeah, that makes sense. And that's the thing is I know a lot of Back to the Future because I've seen a little show called Rick and Morty. Ever heard of it? Basically the whole thing. I get it. I understand. There's a guy named Morty in it.
You got it. A lot of pickle stuff.
It's
a movie about pickles.
I'm Pickle Doc. Yeah, we get it, dude.
No, I don't know. It's good, but I'm not going to tell you should watch it because you should do whatever the fuck you want, man. Don't listen to me. Right?
I don't know. I should watch it eventually.
I guess it's on Netflix. It's like very easily watched.
I've heard it's good.
It's.
I've heard it's good.
It's like a joke that's played out of that, but it is one of those things. I was talking about watching There's Something About Mary recently on Netflix, which is great. But there's something about certain movies, and they're not the same at all. But there's just certain things that it's fun to think like, wow. This is a movie that was the most popular movie of one of the most popular movies of the year and has, this horribly gross gag in it or something. Or in like the case of Back to the Future, there's just like blatant stuff where his mom's hitting on him. And it's just like, it's not as bad as it sounds though, because the movie just makes it work. And I think that's what's kind of fascinating about it. Yeah. It was just like, it's, there's some fun stuff in there too. I wonder though, it is one of those things that's like when you see it though, when you come to it late and you've seen so many versions of it and shit, like I don't know, it's that weird thing of
I don't know. There's a lot of things like that where it's like you never know if it's going to be a movie that is really dated and you're not going to like it anymore, or if it's like, oh yeah, this obviously makes a lot of sense. Yeah, people are saying Revenge of the Nerds, like that's a movie that I don't feel like I ever need to see because it's like kind of a relic of the past. But I did see Mad Max 2 for the first time recently. And I was like, oh, this is one of the best movies I've ever seen.
It's so good. It's like, I don't know. It was
perfect.
When I knew they were making
hero's journey movie.
Yeah. And I was so like, you're making a new Mad Max. Okay. All right. I don't like to be Mr. Cynical, but just like, I don't know if you want to go there. And the fact that it could hang with the Road Warrior is like, incredible.
Yeah. Mad Max could be the guest. Mad Max is an interesting guest.
Or it could be the guy in the hockey mask, or
If we do Mad Max, I don't think.
But we always talked about how it was the apocalypse.
Yeah, that's true. Here's my pitch,
yeah, okay.
Here's my pitch for you, okay?
Yeah, okay.
We do Mad Max.
We should get going. We should get cracking on this. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
we've been streaming for 50 minutes. We do Mad Max because Toad Warrior is very important to us, and we think it's the apocalypse, right? But
yeah.
it's not
Okay.
it's not Mel Gibson, right?
No, it's Max.
It's
I mean,
not.
at this point,
It's
now
it's not Mad Max.
Okay.
It is a weird parody of Mad Max.
They would do that.
They would do.
They couldn't get him.
Mad Mark, and it would almost be Mad Max, but it would be like very wrong.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
because they don't just do like Dr. Sigmund Freud. They do Dr. Sigmund Fruity-Cake, and it's like a guy who's been told that Germany exists, and he's just like, "Hello, I am Dr. Sigmund Fruity-Cake." Right. And you're like, "What accent is this?"
Yeah.
So this is a guy who's like, his name is Mad Mark.
Is it Mark though? I mean, it's just
your name is Mark. Your name is Mark. This is fair. But is there a better name?
Me? Is this based on me?
No.
I'm starting to realize I have a theory that I think you want to write me into some because you kept putting me on the Twitch poll.
No. I don't. People are pitching Sad Max, Angry Anton, and Upset Max. Those are all pretty good.
They are pretty good, yeah.
I think what they would do is Mad Mark or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What are other names? What are other short M names?
No, I think it should be yeah. So Mitch, Mark, Mike,
Matt. Want to do Matt?
Matt.
Matt. Oh, don't just get out of here.
Would it be like
Max, Mad Milo? Mad Maddox. That's apparently a popular name. Mad Matt's pretty good. Should be a pasta pun. We'll get pasta jokes in there. Fear not.
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking about when Cher would show up. Because I was thinking about all the ways it's like sometimes they do a character, a take on it. Sometimes someone plays themselves. Sometimes they have someone literally do a celebrity impression.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, there's not a consistent sort of like approach, I suppose.
I think this is like Mad Mark or Mad Matt. Let's say Mad Matt. Mad
Matt's good. Remember? Okay, I'm just looking at the list. Like they had Little Robert was Little Richard. Remember that whole thing when they oh my god when they fucking they tricked him into singing and they cut a tape.
Yeah.
They like secretly recorded him. That's so fucked up.
Here's my
to sell it to make
pitch.
money for like Mama.
Mad Max. I mean, let's look up what Mad Max looks like real quick. No, not the old. We want the old one, like Thunderdome. No, not even Thunderdome. What's the?
What about there was that video game was pretty good. You can just look at that as a good like almost like blank palette. You know, you wouldn't think.
Well, I was gonna say like, what if it's Mad Max needs like he needs to like wash his leather jacket, so he's giving it to Mario.
Yep.
And Mario's fucked it up somehow.
That was like Sergeant Slaughter gave him something to steam, and
maybe that's too similar.
They shrank.
We need something that Mario has somehow fucked up for Mad Max, right?
That is the setup, or sometimes there's something there that they didn't realize. It's like Poltergeist style, where you know what I mean, like someone just like, oh, you didn't know your apartment's built on this gold, or so, you know, like.
Can I pitch you a title, by the way?
Oh yeah, and also yeah.
So for those who are listening, the titles of the show are often bad. So this isn't me thinking I'm being clever. This is my pitch
but they're in their own language. I'm very excited to hear what you have. Yeah,
this is a pitch for a bad title that they would probably do if they did a Mad Max episode.
Yeah.
Mad Mario.
Yeah, there you go. Boom. Perfect. Love it. There it is. Write it.
That's it.
The first words. And I have a few thoughts about just like establishing stuff, not to sidetrack at all, but just like so. We should start by can we acknowledge head on that it's the apocalypse, and then so like maybe the first line is Luigi just super on the nose, it's just like, oh boy, Mario, I'm getting sick of this apocalypse, and then Mario's first line should be fuck you, Luigi. That has to be it, right? Okay, that's my pitch. That's just a pitch.
I like that a lot. I'm sorry, I'm just typing Mad
Mario. Because
again,
and while Jeremy types that, I will remind everyone, and it's a really fun clip that, and we kind of missed it our first time around, but we were hipped up to it, that in the very, very first episode, the very establishing shot of the first live action. Yeah, let's just play it. It just sounds like
he probably isn't saying it, but it's fun.
it's one of those things. Odds are great that he's not saying it. That he's saying what does it? What's the popular
I don't remember.
alternative theory?
Like, how about you, or thank you, Luigi?
Thank you. Yeah, it sounds like he says something like you have some meatball on you, sauce
some
on your
spaghetti
shit.
on your overalls, and he says, "Oh,
It's
fuck
like,
you, Luigi."
Oh, fuck you, Luigi. And just it's so funny this could have happened anytime. It's like the beginning of the first episode. This was uploaded almost exactly 10 years ago on my birthday. And we just need to start without I don't want the next podcasters doing our show to wonder if we meant our fuck you or not.
Would it be funny to pop into the debate for a second, see what they're saying?
Yeah, I'll look at it. I'll look at it. I'll take this ride.
What are these guys up to over there?
These knuckleheads in Congress, what are they doing? Yeah, thanks.
Porcupine Ranch. Oh no, we've been spammed. Never mind, I take it back.
Thanks for the spam, everybody.
Hey, thanks for the spam.
Oh, hey, look, they're going to make us famous. That's awesome.
Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm Kristen Welker of NBC News, and I welcome you to the final 2020 presidential debate.
Shut the fuck up. Let's watch Fuck You, Luigi. You ready?
Yeah. This is better. Play this.
This is the first episode. It's called Neatness Counts, and the guest was, who was it? Nicole Everett.
Time for a new day. But as we always say, neatness counts. That's right, Mario. And by the way, you have a little piece of spaghetti on your overalls. You, Luigi.
That's right there.
Oh.
He's saying thank you, but I'm gonna play it one more time.
Man.
Overalls. You, Luigi.
It certainly sounds like fuck you. It's also the first episode they did, so it's not that unlikely that Lou messed it up.
Right. I mean, you don't say fuck you. Like, Lou's a pro. The other thing is, I don't doubt that Lou was a loose cannon and a bit of a live wire and all that, but he was also like a guy that was used to being on the microphone and like being in front of crowds. I don't think you say the F word on most like wrestling shows and things like that. You know what I mean? So just like, even though he's Mario, I don't know why he'd yell "fuck you, Luigi."
Someone pointed out we can play it at 0.25 speed. Let's hear.
Okay. I think you're too early.
Your overalls.
That made it harder to tell.
Dude, it sounds sick as fuck though.
It does.
A band should start a song with that really slowed down sample.
I agree. All right. How do you want to start this?
Well, I don't know. I was trying to think of what activity they were doing. Maybe we can think of some activity they're doing, but I think it needs to be Luigi super on the nose, going like, "Boy, I sure am sick of this apocalypse." Or maybe he's looking. They have a periscope. He could be looking at the periscope, maybe. And then
maybe he just walks in. Luigi walks into the apartment,
like from outside.
He's covered in blood, right?
Yeah,
because the apocalypse. We think our theory is that the show takes place in the apocalypse.
Because all these live action segments, they were only ever in their basement apartment in New York. They never left just because it was a show with one set, probably. But also, there's just a lot of allusions to what was going on out there and like weird people running by and just.
And only celebrities, only the wealthy have survived up until this point. Come on.
He's covered in blood. Can we not talk about the blood? But yeah, so just something about like, as he's like hanging up he hangs up a raincoat or something and is like, "Oh boy, I'm getting sick of this apocalypse."
Yeah.
And we can decide how much this is supposed to echo coronavirus or how much this is just the way we're starting off. This was in the cards long before though.
So yeah, okay. So I have Mad Mario by Jeremy Kaplowitz, Mark Roebuck, and Twitch chat. Characters by Shigeru Miyamoto. Interior, Mario and Luigi's apartment day. Luigi walks into the apartment. He's covered in blood. Luigi, "Oh boy, I'm getting sick of this apocalypse." And then Mario says, "Fuck you, Luigi."
Yeah. So is he sitting? He might be sitting at the table eating, or maybe I just pictured Mario's like.
Yeah. Okay. How about that? Mario?
He's expecting of Luigi to make him some food or something. So he's just sitting over. "Fuck you, Luigi. We were supposed to have dinner."
Slumped over an oversized bowl of spaghetti.
Yeah, I feel like we would see that sometimes when he would just sit there and be sad and lonely and eat. Yeah. Okay. So here we are.
And it says "Fuck you, Luigi." I'm gonna say like in the script. I'm gonna say, it's not drowned out by sound effects at all.
Yeah.
He says it.
Right, full blown.
Yeah. He says it. Full blown. We have to have a really bad cliffhanger too, right? That's another thing.
And then if the most exciting part can happen away from the script, then we're doing our jobs.
Okay. Yeah, that's generally how they do. They hint at something exciting happening, and then it doesn't. It happened while we were away watching the cartoon. Okay.
So I don't know. It's maybe I don't know. We'll work backwards or something a little bit, but like we need. So Mad Max is going to show up, right?
Yeah. What does Mad Max want from them?
Generally, did the thing happen? Tell me if I'm misremembering this. But I feel like a lot of times, like they would just be talking about someone, and then next thing you know, they're there, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe like, one angle would be like Mario was just like, oh, why can't you be more like that Mad I hear about?
That's a good idea.
He's not scared of anything, And then maybe he shows up and like, I don't know, he is scared of everything. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, I like that a lot.
Okay. Quick pitch, top of my head. I don't even know if I like this idea. I just need to finish this thought. He shows up and he's like, oh my God, everything's out there after me. He's like, I thought you were big and brave or something. And then maybe Hulk Hogan shows up and we find out that he is tougher than Mad Max.
I mean, I'm not against that idea. My pitch was going to be...
It's a thought.
The only pitch I had was that they're going to be like, Mad Matt, you should be called Scared Matt.
That's pretty good too.
It's right there.
Yeah, because there could be a scene there. That could be like the ending almost, what are we gonna do? This guy won't get out from under our table or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot two things. One, I forgot this is the second time in this episode we've written Luigi to be covered in blood. Because if you go back,
Jeremy, is that not why you did that? I just thought that's why you did that.
No.
Oh, okay.
I did not do that on purpose.
100% thought that's why
I did not do that.
I really thought that's why that happened. And yeah, because I almost made a crack about like we could like have them like taste or something. Like, nope, let's just leave it subtle like that. But yeah, okay.
That's very funny. Get Lucky 12341 pitched. Oh no. He wrote, even the tree that grows in Brooklyn got destroyed. What's funny is I think they actually did reference the tree that grows in Brooklyn before.
Is that a thing? I don't know it.
There's a book called The Tree Grows in Brooklyn.
That's funny.
I want to see if I can find the Mario episode.
Cowspool asked how far along we are, and the answer is
not very far.
Not very. 3 lines of dialogue into this. We're writing it on top of the existing episodes, so that's if you see a whole bunch going on, a lot of that is just old stuff. We're writing the live action to bookend it. Well, all right. Luigi's just gonna roll with it. Well, all right.
Yeah, I feel like that's the kind of thing he would do, where Mario is like, fuck you, and Luigi's like, okay, all right, I guess somebody's got his garlic nuts caught in a bunch.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Also, we need to get a reference to Mama in here somehow. I don't know how bad we could.
We do have Mama's bolognese in the other script as well.
No, that's right. That's right. Get someone's garlic.
Okay. Well, all right. I guess someone's garlic nuts got twisted up. And he says, "Hey, Luigi, maybe you should try to be more like that Mad Matt. I'd love to meet him one day."
Should there be some dumb line like, he gets all the post-apocalyptic ladies?
He gets all the post-apocalyptic ladies. And then Luigi says, "Don't say post. We're still in this thing."
They say there's a second wave of the apocalypse coming.
Should I put that in there?
Okay.
Is that too on the nose?
I don't know. I think it's funny to talk about waves of the apocalypse.
Apparently. Apocalypse coming. They meet with, if this was a real show, they would meet with Dr. Fucky. That would be the bit they do.
It took me a second to realize why you'd even said that. I was like thinking like Mario, the 80s, what? Oh, okay. I got there. So
suddenly Mad Matt bursts in.
So what if we're going down that road we talked about? What if in Mario's line after he says you should try to be like Mad Matt? What if he was like, he's not afraid of nothing? I'd love to meet him one day, and that way we can kind of plant that thing. You know, that if he comes running in all scared, it's like wait a minute, you know what I mean? You know when you're watching TV and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I like that.
That's supposed to happen.
He goes, well, all right. So let's start from the top. Interior.
Yeah.
Do you want to be Luigi or Mario?
Yeah. Let's go. I'll be Luigi.
Okay. Interior. Mario and Luigi's apartment. Day. Luigi walks into the apartment. He's covered in blood.
Oh boy, I'm getting sick of this apocalypse.
Mario is sitting slumped over an oversized bowl of spaghetti. Fuck you, Luigi.
It's not drowned out by sound effects at all. Well, all right. I guess someone's garlic nuts got twisted up.
Hey, Luigi, maybe you should try to be more like that Mad Matt. He's not afraid of nothing. I'd love to meet him one day. Mad Matt gets all the post-apocalyptic ladies.
Don't say post. We're still in this thing. Apparently there's a second wave of the apocalypse coming.
Suddenly, Mad Matt
bursts. Oh, they could do the this still works, but do the thing where the feet are in the window. Yeah, like they hear the commotion and there's that stupid window leg business, you know?
Yeah, we hear some commotion going on outside and see some fucked up puppet legs.
Yep, perfect.
Run by the window of the apartment. Suddenly, Mad Matt bursts through the door. I'll say Mad Matt parentheses like.
Played by Patrick Dempsey.
I was gonna say played by sub-tier Chicago improviser. Mad Matt's voice is insane. It's like someone was told about Australia, but didn't believe it was a real place. Mad Matt. Crikey. This apocalypse is tipsy-turvy. You know what? Before that, let's have Mario say, oh my god, it's Mad Matt.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, if this was a real show, cliffhanger.
Yeah, dude.
Let me screenshot this bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I can get it all.
Wait, could it be like just more of a joke where it's like
What's up?
Or no, I mean, should he say that he's scared? Or I guess this apocalypse is tipsy-turvy kind of. He's not having a good time. So yeah, never mind. That works.
Let's say it. It scares the jeepers out of me. That's it. That's all you need. I just want to post this on Twitter. And then you can hear my cat fucking coughing his lungs out behind me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I think it's good. I think you're right. That's very true. They always have a lot more fun at the end. I'm sure we'll have some good stuff, but that's very. I mean, we ran around with it and put over cursing in it and blood stuff. I mean, all of that aside, it feels like structurally pretty true to the thing. I'm proud of us.
Yeah, I don't think it's that wrong. Yeah, Mario says, "Uh-oh." That's a great pitch. Good. Thank you very much, GGF7. Mario.
I tried to do that away from the mic. Did you hear that, though?
No, what'd you do?
Oh, I sneeze so fucking loud sometimes. It's
Didn't even notice.
Inappropriate. Like, I feel bad for my neighbors. Like, some people, like, if you play music, you've made that choice and you don't care. I'm, like, a very courteous person that sadly just, like, I sneeze like a fucking foghorn. I feel so bad. Do you know what my funny bit is I do in the house? I sneeze so loud. It echoes around this apartment I live in. I'll sneeze, and it's so loud, and my wife in the next room will say, "Bless you," and I'll say, "You heard that?" The joke being that, again, that I am a fucking ship in the night blowing his... Like, it's absurd.
Are you like a yell sneezer?
I don't even mean to. That's the thing. It's like I get accused of pushing for comedy, and I don't.
I know some people who would go like, ah!
Yeah.
Sorry if I just yelled too loud.
No. I mean, I always think you sound great in the podcast. For some reason, Jeremy was being automatically converted into Spanish in the podcast. I'm like, I didn't hear that. I don't know. I don't know what kind of plugin you have, but I did not hear that on my end.
That's really funny. That's really, really funny. Oh man, thank you for all the follows, everybody. By the way, I'm bad at pointing the follows. We turn them off for the we turn off the notifications for the podcast.
Oh, Porcupine Racetrack. We sub. Daggett Streams, I think. Literally nothing. Xbob. Hesitant Hedgehog. Thank you. They all mean a lot, but if someone is on the record hesitant, I really appreciate that.
We're the Mario Brothers, and Pullman's our name. We're not like the brothers who get all the fame. If you think us in trouble, you can call them in a double. Faster than the brothers, you'll be hooked on the brothers. Now, the Koopa and the Troopas are up to misbehaving. They kidnapped the princess in the Mushroom Land, needs saving. Some Koopa and his Troopas
up to misbehaving. No. Hanging with the others.
Hooked on the brothers.
Brothers to the bridge. Yeah, we should have done that. I haven't really, we should really get in the brothers. Just get in the fucking, get on that wave.
Should I play it? Should I play the theme song?
It is really good. I think it was pointed out that it's better. They had a whole rap episode that everything just pales into how this is actually a pretty well done incorporation of the Mario tune into the 1980s hip hop sounds, the sweet sounds.
Okay, I'm gonna play the theme song. Should I play it in English?
Try English. We'll see if it comes out.
The Korean one rules.
No, yeah, I need the English. It's been too long, to be honest.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
This is good. This is the cliffhanger between episodes. Yeah.
If I don't come back by the time you get the vamp, all right, man.
Wait, is your shit gonna autoplay into some weird thing though?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Autoplay's off. That'd be very funny.
So leave me. Okay. Here we go.
Hey, paisanos, it's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. With the Mario Brothers, and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers. Hooked on the brothers. Yo, you're in for a treat, so hang on to your seat. Get ready for adventure and remarkable feats. You'll meet Koopas and Troopas, the princess and the others. Hanging with the plumbers, you'll be hooked on the brothers to the bridge. I say hooked on the brothers, the brothers.
And then there'd be a nice panning shot of the apartment in what I believe to be Brooklyn, Jeremy's neck of the woods. Maybe we need to get more. We might need to get some Brooklyn references in here, which is clearly Jeremy's. I'm just coming up for things. Jeremy's going to come back to homework, but I think that would be good. Oh, there it was going to. We saw it for a second at the end of that video. Can you have Mario or Luigi imply that the cartoon happens so much farther into the apocalypse? That's a pretty funny idea. Yeah, maybe there's some way we can connect that, because we have also joked about the connection between the two. We would have autoplayed into Woody Woodpecker. Is that what it's looking like? Or maybe that Mario 3?
I think would have gone into Mario 3.
Oh, man. We probably could have been all right. It wasn't that long, though. But yeah, it made me think that we're in Brooklyn. I don't know. Should we drop any Brooklyn stuff in here? Or we could just maybe keep that in mind on the...
we'll come back to it.
The B side here.
All right.
It's like do. A lot of good stuff to the bridge now, all that stuff, good verses, good choruses. I'm just describing parts of a song, but it's all real good. I said we're hooked on the brothers. Are we hooked on the brothers, Jeremy? We thought we were, dare I say, getting a little farther, we keep circling right back to them. Yeah, I think we're hooked on the brothers.
I think we are addicted to the brothers.
I got on WebMD and
Yeah, no, we're absolutely hooked on the brothers. I tried my best. I tried to get hooked on phonics instead.
Oh man!
Unfortunately, I've been hooked on the brothers.
Dude, there's probably been a lot of bad jokes made about hooked on phonics.
I'm sure.
Are they still doing that? Is that still a thing? Hooked on phonics?
I don't know.
Just say phonics is a gateway. I don't know. I don't know. All right.
Mario, Luigi, and Mad Matt are sitting around the table.
Okay, let's practice the fade out from the cartoon. Link says, "Well, excuse me, princesses." Everybody laughs. Mario says his line.
I'm addicted to eating mud.
And a circle closes around Mario's face. So we go from Mario being addicted to eating mud. Not that it's a literal continuation, but just to kind of set that stage, you know.
All right, so then cut to interior Mario and Luigi's apartment later. Mario, Luigi, and Mad Matt are sitting around a table. There's a phone on the table made of pizza. No one even seems to care.
Yeah, okay.
That's just a true thing.
And then, I mean, so what is going on here? Like, Mad Matt was out doing shit, and is the thing that he's like always a coward, or is it just that he's mixed up with the gang that think that he's in over his head right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe he's getting beat up by some gang, and Mario and Luigi are gonna save him. Maybe they do like an obstacle course of like pizza and pasta to bring up his self-esteem, right?
That could be something they do right when like if they come back, they're already training him.
Yes.
Could that be like someone's got a stopwatch? They've got him doing fucking jumping jacks or something.
Yeah, that's a great idea, because don't forget we also have to cut again at some point.
That's right.
Because we have to do an advertisement for a Zelda episode. I guess a Mario episode, but that's fine.
Will we get to throw to the scenes from Legend of Zelda?
Yeah, we'll throw to the next episode. Okay, so let's have them all. So we'll cut the table bit. Mario. Yeah, and maybe Luigi. I think you're right. No, that's fine. You know,
because they would always cut into the action. Would miss all this stuff. Would cut right into some action. A long jump cut, reminiscent of the French New Wave of cinema. I think the show was really like Godard and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty obvious. I'm just fucking around.
I'm just desperately trying to find a 400 blows like a pun on pasta, but I couldn't do it. 400 meatballs.
The 400 meatballs.
But I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I was trying to think of it.
Mario walking into the sea. Yeah. Mario and Luigi are holding stopwatches. While Mad Matt, is going through some ridiculous.
Yeah, what is it that you said? A pizza and pasta like obstacle course.
And pasta, obstacle. How do you spell obstacle? Obstacle course. There
you got it. Yeah. So like maybe it's like he's eating pizza while running through tires or something silly like that, or what do you like?
It's because you did.
Yeah, perfect. If it feels like you missed something, it's because he did. He is written into the script.
Yeah, happened during the cartoon segment.
Yep. Accurate. Very accurate.
400 bowls of spaghetti. Perfect. Thank you, Gigi.
The 400 bowls. Yep.
Perfect.
Love it.
Perfect. Yeah, I think he shouldn't even be running through tires. I think he should be like doing. I think it should be the opposite. Like it should be he's stomping on bowls of spaghetti. You know what I mean? Like he like what's an equivalent of tires? Like big pizzas or whatever. He has to like jump on.
Yeah,
pizza pies.
Run the tires, but pizza boxes. I mean, they always had stacks of pizza boxes laying around.
Yeah,
quite literally. Oh, also Domino's. I just thought about the Noid connection again. They always had Domino's laying around.
Plumbing stuff is good.
Real quick. Okay, so he's doing something like whatever we have him do. Can he say something? Maybe this is an obvious dumb way to do comedy, but when if he's just like, I don't see how this is going to make me any less scared of the marauders out there or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what you should say.
And then
I don't.
But maybe one idea could be at the end he is like feeling like he can take on the world, and then like the Noid could come in and he could like get scared again, and he's just like, oh, I'm just here to bring you guys 400 Domino's pizzas I've stolen. I don't know. This is getting far fetched. I'm just thinking out loud. We're brainstorming, you know.
I keep jumping around those pizza pies. So Mad Matt says, I don't see how this will help, will make me any less scared of those marauders out there. And Mario says, shut up and keep jumping around those pizza pies. Should I make it more like what Mario would say?
I think maybe Mad Matt needs more stupid Australian. In the sense of what you said about his understanding of it before.
Right.
Not saying Australian.
Like, gee whizzers. I don't see how this will make me any less scared of them marauders out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then what if he makes like the worst joke ever? He goes, I've heard of the land down under, but this is the land. He like pauses for a bit and he's like, land on pizza. And Luigi's like, what? Is that too obvious?
I like that. And then that magical Mario cartoon head can just come wipe everything away. Just reset the scene.
Cartoon, a drawing of Mario's face twirls onto the screen, overtaking it. After it's gone, it is cut away.
Maybe now they're just sitting at the table or something.
No, what's another thing? Maybe he's like bench pressing. Big meatballs.
It could be like a bench press, and there's pasta pots hanging off at either end of the bar, and maybe water spilling out of them.
Boiling pasta. Pots.
Yeah, and he says something about how he doesn't think the water needs to be boiling.
Spilling out from the sides of it. Mad Matt, I don't see why the water needs to be spilling. Mario says,
no, it should be spilling or boiling.
Spilling's fine. Boiling's probably better, but I was gonna pitch a spilling pun.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
no,
dude,
but I don't know what it would be. No, but you're right though. I was gonna say something too dark, like I'll slit your throat and I'll show you something spilling, but that doesn't really. It's a little too much.
You'd be like, why does the water need to be boiling? And Luigi's like, hey, I was out there earlier. There's a whole lot of lava. just some cryptic apocalypse references could be an angle.
I mean, that just sounds like a Mushroom Kingdom reference.
That's very true, right? Bowser's Castle out here.
How about the gang after the Luigi break, now the Marauders are in the apartment. They've come at some point they showed up, and we missed it. There's a bunch of and it would be very fun to write all of the what does Lord Humongous look like in the Mario universe?
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So we get one more break.
I think we cut back, and then there's a bunch of people.
Do we tease it at all, a noise
no.
Okay. So
I mean, this is just a pitch.
I like it. We could maybe do one more activity, then we have 3, then we throw to Zelda, then we come back and
no. So we already threw to Zelda, right?
I mean, no, stay tuned.
Oh,
for
right.
Legend of Zelda.
Right,
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah, I was being. There's a lot of Zelda. There's a few different Zelda segments.
There's a few.
So yeah, I mean, in the end here, we still have one more little break where Mario and Luigi and we could have Mad Matt. Oi, stay tuned for the next scenes from Legend of Zelda. Yeah. Boomerang.
I was out there earlier. Let me tell you, you don't want to run into the lava. I'm gonna put the writer doesn't know what the word dingo is, so he says, "I just don't see why this dingo water needs to be boiling." He doesn't understand. He knows that dingo's a word. He understands that it's a thing within the world of Australia, but he doesn't get what it is. He thinks it's an expression. I had a friend who, I guess because everyone just talks about The Sopranos so much, he thought that gabagool was an expression. Didn't know it was a deli meat.
Just a deli, yeah.
He just thought it meant like fuck.
Sure. Oh, right. It is so far away from the way people pronounce that word that don't pronounce it that way. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Same with the telltale mozzarella.
Yes.
Mozzadell. I can't even do it as I can't pretend. So when the Marauders show up, can he just shoot them all with his sawed-off shotgun? By the way,
that'd be funny. Yeah, I'm down.
Oh, what? Somehow the last guy needs to be like Luigi's put on a clean white T-shirt and then he gets blood all over it because Mad Matt starts blowing everyone away.
That's very funny. We're gonna figure this out. He says, "Oh man, I'm never gonna figure this out. They should call me Scared Matt." And then should we have it cut to the Zelda, or do you want to do another bit?
No, that's fine. Yeah.
What do you
it's
think?
Like, no, I mean,
I feel like I'm cutting corners, but the show is this bad. Like, I don't think
the show is this bad.
it's usually only a few minutes long.
I'm telling you, man, it's really, it's a really visionary, artistic show that cut a lot of the fat out. Often in the middle of scenes. So okay, yeah, but I get what you're saying. Because like we're spending all this time in it. At the end of the day, we come out from this cartoon. We've got a quick segment of him doing what? Pizza obstacle course.
Let's do one more.
Mm-hmm. I think one more. We'll do one.
So the cartoon Mario drawing of Mario once again wipes away the action. Now Mad Matt. What's the third one? So we got running. We got bench pressing.
Bench pressing. Some kind of combat, like I don't know, like fencing or hand to hand, or
fencing is good.
Or straight up eating. Like
what about he's fencing with a baguette?
What if he's just like, again, I'm telling you, there's no way this will ever happen.
Yeah. It's fencing against Mario. Both men are holding baguettes.
Oh,
we're like heroes.
Not microwave safe said fencing with wrenches, which is pretty funny.
Fencing with wrenches is funny. First of all, it literally happened in the movie Furious 7. Jason Statham, Jason Statham and Vin Diesel fight each other at the sword fight where Vin Diesel has a giant wrench and Jason Statham has a torn off windshield wiper. And it's very funny.
Wow.
That is a perfect movie.
I know you're going to tell me that I'm right when I say that I need to catch up on those films.
I really love them. I would not be against, in the same vein that we did Batman, I would not be against watching Furious 7 on this podcast with you.
That could be fun. Maybe you could help me because it's that thing of like...
I'm a diehard Furious 7
I want to get hip, but I don't think I want to do the whole ride.
No,
I've seen the first two, when they came out. And remember what I told you about that Better Luck Tomorrow movie? That's an underreported piece of trivia. That is that movie that the guy ends up being, and I don't even know because I don't know the characters. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Justin Lin directed it. I know.
Yeah. Han.
And then the actor ended up being in the thing. So he's like, fuck it. Unofficial, but kind of official origin story. Better Luck Tomorrow is a
for
movie.
Han, yeah. So I'm going to try to give this pitch to you as quickly as I possibly can.
All right.
Movies 1 through 3 are bad, right? So it's Fast and Furious 1, not that great. It's like fine. Yeah. Fast and Furious 2, pretty bad. Fast and Furious 3, really bad. Takes place in Tokyo. It's called Tokyo Drift.
I remember by that point, yeah.
So no, you're good. You're good.
No, just by then, it was just such a like, all right, I think I'm done here. You know what I mean?
Well, the actor who's in that one is like this weird high school student who's like way too old to be a high school student, and he's like supposed to be Southern, and he like goes to Tokyo and learns how to drift, and it's very bad. And the only character who's in it from the originals is a guy named Han, who's like a beloved character, and he dies at the end of Tokyo Drift, right?
Oh, okay.
So the creators of Tokyo Drift, or of Fast and Furious franchise, realize Han is a fan favorite character that they love to write. They don't want him to die. So so movie number 4 is a prequel. They just put Han back in. Still a bad movie. One of the worst, maybe. And this is the first one I saw. I saw it in theaters.
Okay, yeah.
5th one. Somehow they figure it out. The Rock is the villain, is maybe the best of the series. Like they make a good movie. There's a crazy sequence at the end where they rob a bank by just attaching the vault to a car, and they're driving around like some city, and the bank vault is smashing into buildings. It is insane. Okay. Like at some point they realize what people like about this is that it's dumb. So let's purposely make it dumb.
Yeah.
Right? So the villain of that one is The Rock. He becomes their friend in the fifth one. So in the sixth one, another prequel. Because so the fourth one, the fifth one, and the sixth one are all prequels to the third one, so that Han can be in it, right? And then in the sixth one, this is so complicated. In the sixth one, at the end of the fourth, fifth, and sixth one, I think Han at some point's like, you know what, guys? I think I should go to Japan.
Wait, like that keeps happening in every movie?
Yeah, and you know what I mean? He's like, after this, I think it's time for me to go to Japan.
I love it.
At the end of the sixth one, they find out that the villain of the sixth movie, he like goes to the hospital or whatever, and it cuts to Japan now. And you see the scene where Han dies. This is the end of the sixth one. And Vin Diesel gets a call, and this guy's like, I just killed your friend Han. And it like zooms out, and it's Jason Statham.
Dude. And now we're okay.
So the seventh one now finally in the future, right? Jason Statham
more Han.
is the villain. Han is
now you
dead.
got Jason Statham. Okay.
Furious 7, perfect movie. It's a superhero movie. Most diverse cast of any superhero movie. The superpower is that they can use cars better than anyone else. They fly cars in this movie twice. The first time they jump out of a helicopter with cars and they parachute. The second time they're in like Dubai or like some other like similar city, and they drive a car through 3 buildings, and for some reason drive through the Terracotta Army.
I love it. I love it.
And I'm trying to do this as quickly as I can. The eighth one is also very good. They fight a submarine in it. It's very stupid. The ninth one hasn't come out yet. They've just revealed that Han is back from the dead.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
And there's what I know about it too, which is one of the between your passion for it and the involvement of Mr. John Cena. I just got to get involved.
Yeah, dude, it was very
right.
good.
I just need to be there and
the main
ready.
things about the movie that you have to know is that after the fifth one, they're on purpose bad. Like they just tried to make it as stupid as possible. Like what's the craziest shit we can do? And the other big thing is that Vin Diesel cares very much about family and drinking Coronas. Like that is what he always cares about. He says, I care about family. And in the ninth one, this is very important. In the trailer, they reveal that John Cena is secretly the brother of Vin Diesel. And the tagline is, not all blood is family.
Dude. Wow, man.
I apologize if that was boring. I care a lot about the Fast and Furious franchise. It's very fun.
I like that. I think I share a passion for action movies, and I like that you have that as well. I don't know the Fast and the Furious, but between that and Road Warrior, definitely, Jeremy likes his big kinetic car action, guys. There you have it.
It's very funny.
If you guys don't know what to get Jeremy,
so funny.
I'm going to throw this out there. We don't talk about our birthdays very often on this show, but we're very rarely in between them. But as we record this, I just had mine on the 18th. Jeremy's is on Halloween. If you don't know what to get him, make him a cool car chase movie. Took care of business, Jeremy. There you go.
In the seventh one, The Rock flexes out of a full arm cast and says, Daddy's got to go to work.
That's pretty solid. All right. That's pretty good. So, all right.
I'm sorry. Anyway, Mad is fencing against Mario. Both men are holding big Italian heroes. Someone suggested we use a pepperoni sticks. I think Italian heroes is kind of funny, but pepperoni sticks might be better.
The hero, that's a whole sandwich, right?
It's a whole sandwich.
Is that different from a Greek gyro? It is, right?
Yes, it's very different. I forget that that's a regional thing. Some places they call them submarines.
Sure. See, I think I'm more familiar with subs and then a Greek euro, so I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page.
In New York area, it's called a hero. It would be called a hero to Mario because they're in Brooklyn.
Got it. But you still got euro. How are the euros out there?
Euro's a euro, baby.
Can you find a good euro out there?
Yeah, we got euros. We got
Love
euros
euro.
for days. My cat's trying to escape. Hold on.
Trying to go get a euro on the street, I bet, huh?
All right, out you go. Let's do pepperoni. I think pepperoni makes the most sense.
It's a funny visual, yeah. Now what if rule of threes, what if Mad Max says, now this I've been through or something like that. That's just how that goes, right?
Now this I understand.
Now this seems useful or something.
Crikey. Mario says, I haven't been beaten this hard with a pepperoni since the time I told Mama I thought she should shave her mustache.
I love it. A good mama.
Luigi's like, Jesus Christ.
Should we write Luigi out to go change? And then
yeah. Let's go. I gotta go. I should get out of here. I gotta put on a clean shirt. Right? And then Mario whacks Mad Matt in the head with a pepperoni. Right? And then cut to.
And then does Mad Matt just yell kangaroo or something?
Yeah, there we go. He goes, kangaroo! Kangaroo!
I like, we talked a big game about maybe it's Hulk Hogan, maybe it's this or that, but and there's time for all these things to come true. But we really have, and I keep blowing our own horn, and I apologize, but I think we did good just like coming up with a really crappy character.
Yeah, no, I think it's I hope people don't think that we're hacks. I think we both are purposely trying to make it feel like
this is like
the insanity of the original show, which is bad.
At some point, this is like what writers do. They write spec scripts of TV shows and they try to understand the voice of a show, and we're doing more of that than I just want to make sure that we're clear. We know how TV shows work. We're just doing this one.
Yeah.
Although I don't think I could write a lot of other TV shows, so that's also a part of it. This one speaks to me. This is what TV should be. I said it.
I agree with that.
This is how TV should work.
With that.
These rules are so writer friendly, aren't they?
Yeah.
Things just happen. They just do.
They just do.
Don't even worry about it. Boats sink and things just happen. I
totally forgot the presidential debate's going on. Should we tune in or should we leave it?
Let's pop over real quick.
Yeah, you want to hear what's in there? All right, let's find it. Let's do some election commentary.
I got a text from the other room that when I did the John Cena horns a minute ago, I got the dogs excited.
We're going to talk about denuclearization. We're not going to legitimize you, and we're going to continue to put stronger and stronger sanctions on you. That's why he wouldn't meet with us.
All right,
And it didn't happen.
Let's move on and talk about American families.
He left me a mess, Kristen.
President Trump, okay, we do need to move on.
They left me a mess. North Korea was a mess.
And
in fact, if you remember the first 2 or 3 months, there was a very dangerous period in my first 3 months before we sort of worked things out a little bit.
Okay.
There was they left us a mess. And Obama would be, I think, the first to say it was the single biggest problem. He thought.
I like that his pitch is that Obama would be the first to say it. Obama's like, I got to hand it to him. The guy's right. When he's right, he's right. Trump, I don't like him. We disagree on a lot of things. I fucked up big time.
Yes. One thing I cannot. Yeah.
And one thing I must agree on is that I screwed the pooch for him.
I love that our show can kind of like feel more like on the rails, cutting back from that, where our talking over is minimal, and I don't know.
Super schwa pitch is Obama saying, uh-oh. Which was, of course, Mario's catchphrase in the show for some reason.
Also,
they decided not to give him a real one. He just says, uh-oh.
A big hello to Super Schwa, my cousin Brian, who also made a great pitch up above that I didn't want to get lost, but it's so strong it could honestly be a whole episode. But he wrote, "Can the Noid be Edison's friend from work?" Which I think
that is a whole episode. We'll have to write that eventually
really
too.
Good.
I think we're going to write more of these. I kind of enjoyed writing the cartoons a little more because they're a little less chaotic.
We could almost I don't want to get if we stayed focused, we could almost write a live action in 10 minutes.
We probably could.
That would be really.
But we've also been on this one for an hour and a half.
That's why I immediately was like,
"It's not true." We did a whole podcast before the podcast.
We've literally been changing channels in our defense. I just think if we really focused, if
you want to hear extra podcasts, show up to the Twitch chat because that's when we did a whole podcast beforehand.
We're starting to do a little, It's like if Talking Dead came on right before The Walking Dead.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Chris Hardwick.
That's right.
Cut to interior Mario and Luigi's apartment. Later.
Was there going to be Zelda here?
Yeah, that's my pitch. Is like
okay.
Mario, Mad Matt, and Luigi are looking into the camera. Luigi is now wearing a wife beater shirt. Mad Matt. Hoo boy, I might be too scared to fight off these apocalypto marauders, but I'm not too freaked to watch these scenes from the next
The Legend of Zelda. I love it.
The Legend of Zelda.
And then can Luigi say, I have on a clean shirt?
I put on this clean shirt.
Yeah, we really gotta. I really want this baby to land at the end. ...
spaghetti sauce on it. Oh no, he hasn't. Let's have him say mate. That's a good point.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We'll have him say shrimp on the Barbie at some point too, just cause that's what you say.
Yeah. We had a meow kangaroo. And then a scene from Legend of Zelda. Maybe it's like when you see it on YouTube and the trailer's not in there. I don't know.
Yeah, the scene from Legend of Zelda has been cut out because we're watching this on a YouTube video in 140p quality. It's unclear if the episode is even in the correct order anymore. It has 432 views and one comment that links to how you can watch movies for free to this website that shut down in 2016. Cut to. Thank you.
Yeah. And we're back. Yeah.
We're back, baby.
Back in the saddle again.
All of a sudden, there's like 7 marauders now in Mario and Luigi's apartment, here to beat the crap out of Mad Matt.
Now, since we're winding down, is there going to be any Toad Warrior nods or anything?
No, that would be too. I mean, my opinion personally is that they wouldn't even consider it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the people who made the live actions even know there's a cartoon. Hey, thanks for
hanging. Right. It was definitely. Yeah. Hey,
good night.
I'll finish my scotch to get lucky having a good night. Cheers. Oh my god. I was gonna.
One of the Marauders. You can't tell if it's Patrick Dempsey, but we're pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Mm-hmm.
One of the background actors looks vaguely like famous actor Patrick Dempsey, but the quality is so low.
Right. Again, the quality. You can't quite tell.
Labeled as Dempsey in one Reddit post from 7 years ago, but there's no other information.
I love that. Can I take a time out and say something else that's really funny?
Yeah, of course.
I did the John Cena horns a minute ago, and it excited my dogs. I just thought about that more, which means that my wife, I don't know if she's watching the show or not, but at any rate, she just like, I'd like to pictures like maybe she's like on the phone with someone or something. Like, oh yeah, my husband's in the room. He's doing a podcast. And you just hear I'm just loudly doing John Cena horns and getting the dog. It's just a funny life, isn't
it? Oh man.
But yeah, I love that. I love that the bad quality. It's like it really is convenient for all of us, isn't it? Now that we're on this side of it, now that we're part of the mystery in this moment, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mr. Science Guy pitches Patrick Dempsey as a bad knockoff mask of Lord Humongous. I don't think that he should be Lord Humongous.
Did you hear that? That name is so clever.
What?
Like,
Mr. Science Guy?
It says Mr. Cyan, like the color, sky. But are you hearing it when you say it out loud?
Science Guy? Science Guy!
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh, that's really good.
I was like hearing you say it and looking at it at the same time, and it clicked. That's
I didn't catch that at all.
It's top tier stuff. Here we are writing stuff. We gotta.
That being said, I do think that he shouldn't be the main character. He's just like a background guy, and it's like the kind of thing where I notice it and I'm like, that could be Patrick Dempsey, but I really cannot tell because it's 4 pixels.
Like this fuzzy, and it's like 140p of a VHS tape or something. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, one of the guys should be like Lord Humongous, though, right? Like, I think one of the guys looks like he bought a Lord Humongous costume at a Halloween store. But
like, what would it be though? It's just like a Jason mask with some S&M gear.
Yeah, it's the rest. How about that? Let's do that.
Yeah,
they're all in S. They're all clearly.
Oh, what? Yeah,
you
have like the gear. One guy that gets you right. The guy's got Jason in leather, but then it's just weird like Leatherface and Freddy with like weird like fake tits hanging out.
Yeah. Is this too silly to have them be like a there's like a porno shoot that uses the same set, so they've gotten all the S&M like equipment?
Wait a minute, hang on. I don't mean to time out. Mr. Cyan Sky is telling us they have no idea what wordplay their name contains. Are you fucking with us right now?
Are you messing with us?
Because Cyan Sky is like a colorful sky, but it sounds like Science Guy, like Bill Nye the Science Guy, a scientist man, a science guy, Mr. Science Guy.
William Nye.
I feel like we're just losing this chess game further, though. The fact that we're being strung along more.
That's fine. I already lost it. I'm well behind. I've lost the game.
I'm sorry, but yeah. So, anyways, back to the S&M gear. So the
my
porn
pitch
shoot.
Was that there's a apparently no. He said no. I wanted to be blue like the song, but it was taken. Well, dude, your name is so
Mr. Science Guy. You're Mr. Science Guy.
You're Bill Nye the Cyan Sky.
It's amazing.
It's an incredible name. It honestly is better if you didn't do it on purpose.
I like that when I was like, Jeremy, don't you see the wordplay there? You're like, no, what is it? And it was this like cliffhanger that Mr. Science Guy was like, no, what is it? That rules.
That's dope, dude. I love that for you. I was gonna say that my pitch was that there's a porn shoot that uses the same set.
Like in the world of Mario?
No, like in the real life.
In the production. Like
of Mario.
they're clearly sharing props.
Yeah, with the porn set, and like Lou's buddies with them. So like they've borrowed the gear. I don't know.
So like they all have like dildos and stuff?
I was just thinking like whips.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if this I don't want this to sound like I'm anti-porn. I don't know, man.
I mean, this is just like we just need them to be here, and then I think does he shoot them all?
Yeah, I think
he's just gonna shoot them all. So yeah, so however they want to look, yeah, let's make them look fucked up.
Yeah, they're all clearly in S&M gear.
Then what if you just like
let's say like background info, in our version of this show.
Oh.
What?
Nope. Go ahead. I'll hold on to it.
Okay. The Mario set. The Mario team shares a set with a porn production. Lou sometimes, or else like Captain Lou, sometimes sticks around and chats him up because he's a friendly guy and he finds the business interesting. He manages to borrow a bunch of chains, leather clothes, and whips from the porn guys. I wrote poor. porn guys for the Marauders.
One time a girl thought he was Ron Jeremy, but he didn't let anything happen.
What's that?
No, I was just joking.
Oh, that's really funny. I'll throw that in there. I'll say.
He didn't do anything. He's like, no, you got the wrong guy.
One time, someone on set thought Lou was Ron Jeremy, but he didn't let anything weird happen. Let's say Mario and Luigi's roommate Edison, a sentient mop, pops up for a moment.
No, I had an idea a second ago before I lose it. I just want to say it. So maybe Mario, because we still need to have him say shrimp on the Barbie, right? So maybe Mario's like he goes to hand him a pepperoni stick or whatever, and he's like, use your training, and then what if he goes, I got a better idea, we'll put a shrimp on the Barbie.
I was gonna say,
shoots everybody.
Let's put these shrimps on the Barbie.
Yeah. And he just blows him away.
Yeah, I like all this.
And then Mario goes, that wasn't my training, and then or whatever, and then Luigi's like, my shirt.
What should Edison say about this? Should he pop up? Mario and Luigi's roommate Edison, a sentient mop, pops up for a moment. I was gonna have him be like, "Whoa! Like when I heard there were swingers here, I thought they were gonna be like a playground kind." Man, we don't need Edison, do we?
What if he just said, "Whoa, hey guys," I just thought it'd be funny if he was just like, "Hey guys, I got a girl coming over later."
That's really funny, like a roommate thing.
Yeah, just a roommate thing.
Hey guys,
like this is all very normal, and he's just being very normal, you know.
Coming later, so don't be weird. He goes back into his sewer hole. Mario hands. All right, Luigi's like, "All right, you marauders. All right, you marauders. You guys leave our friend. All right, you guys are in for a world of hurt."
Yeah, and then maybe Mario's like, "Yeah, use your training."
We got our friends, Mad Matt here, and he's gonna kick your butts back to yesterday, back to before the apocalypse. They all grumble. If they speak, it costs more money. Mario hands Mad Matt a pepperoni. Mario, use your training. Use your training, man, Matt. Matt says, pepperoni. What are you off your? What's a Australian word? Koala. What are you off your koala?
Yeah, I don't think we've seen koala yet.
Let's put these.
What are you off your koala?
Let's put these shrimps on the Barbie. Is it Barbie like IE?
I sure think so.
Okay. Let's put these shrimps on the Barbie. He pulls out a sawed-off shotgun, right?
Yeah.
And blasts all of the. Oh, how about this? We don't see Luigi. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. And blasts all of the Marauders off screen. It is heavily implied that they have been killed. The camera pans over.
Like if all we see is bloody Luigi, is that what you're gonna? Yeah.
To Luigi.
Like, oh, gee whiz.
Who is once again covered in blood.
Where did this come from?
I don't know.
I love it so much. Bloody Luigi.
What does Luigi say? What's the final line?
Our mascot is Bloody Luigi for some reason.
Should Luigi say something clever, or should he just be like, "Oh, brother"?
Once again, I have found myself covered in blood.
I found myself covered in blood.
Or is present tense funnier? Once again, I find myself covered in
yes.
blood.
Okay, a beat, and then Luigi says, "Oh brother."
Oh, and then Mario says, "What?"
Yeah, Mario. What? Fade out. Oh no, we'll do cut 2.
Oh, Mario is eating the pepperoni that he never took from him.
Yeah.
He's gnawing on the pepperoni like a fucking bear.
Eating the pepperoni. Gnawing on the pepperoni like a fucking bear. Well, let's put that in the actual script, not in the parentheses.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Who is gnawing bear. Cut 2. Interior department. Mario, Luigi, and Mad Matt are swinging their arms awkwardly.
Until next time.
You can see a bunch of dead marauders behind them. Luigi is no longer covered in blood, inexplicably. Until next time, and then all. Do the Mario!
Dun, 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 dun. We did it. We got a whole episode, Jeremy.
I'm gonna say, but not at the same. All, but not at the same time.
Yeah.
Great. How do you feel about this?
I think it's good, dude. It feels good. I think it. Where are we at? 15, 16 pages. That's about right for one of these episodes. You know, because we have a few in the animated. They say a page a minute, and in our animated thing, we definitely have some action scenes that would like puff out. You know what I mean? So. I think we got a shootable script.
Do we want to read it from top to bottom?
The live action.
Not the cartoon.
Yeah. Live action. We'll call it a day here.
Okay. Do you want to be Luigi and Mad Matt, and I'll be narrator and Mario?
Okay. Yeah. I don't want to put myself on the spot here, but every time I try to do a British accent, it sounds Australian. So.
Yeah. Who cares? It's on purpose a bad one, right?
This is my interpretation of my own work.
Okay. Mad Mario. Right. Sorry. Dun, dun, dun. Man Mario by Jeremy Kaplowitz, Mark Roebuck, and Twitch Chat. Characters by Shigeru Miyamoto. Did I spell Miyamoto wrong? Is it an A?
Might be an A after that Y.
Doesn't know. Okay. Interior, Mario and Luigi's apartment. Day. Luigi walks into the apartment. He's covered in blood.
Oh boy, I'm getting sick of this apocalypse.
Mario is sitting slumped over an oversized bowl of spaghetti. Fuck you, Luigi. It's not drowned out by sound effects at all. He says it, full blown.
Well, all right. I guess someone's garlic knots got twisted up.
Hey, Luigi, maybe you should try to be more like that Mad Matt. He's not afraid of nothing. I'd love to meet him one day. Mad Matt gets all the post-apocalyptic ladies.
Don't say post. We're still in this thing. Apparently, there's a second wave of the apocalypse coming.
We hear some commotion going on outside and see some fucked up puppet legs run by the window of the apartment. Suddenly, Mad Matt, played by some sub-tier Chicago improviser, bursts through the door of the apartment. Mad Matt's voice is insane. It's like someone was told about Australia but didn't believe it was a real place. Oh my god, it's Mad Matt!
Mikey, this apocalypse is tipsy-turvy. It scares the jeepers out of me.
Uh-oh! Cliffhanger. Sorry, someone told me I did misspell Miyamoto. It's an A.
Oh, yeah, good. Well, we got a little, go fix the typo. And,
all right, now we scroll
some
through.
Time, a whole adventure happens. Mario gang meets Zelda, Ganon, and
sex stuff.
If you guys haven't heard the episode, I loved this one. I really had a lot of fun writing this cartoon. Koopa and Ganon have a fling. It's fun.
Sprite flies up someone's asshole.
I really laughed until I cried that episode.
Yeah, it was very good.
Most of our shows goes the other way around.
You cry until you laugh?
I cry until I'm like, it's actually kind of funny. That's not true. I did a thing for funnies.
All right, cut 2. Interior, Mario and Luigi's apartment. Mario and Luigi are holding stopwatches while Mad Matt is going through some ridiculous pizza and pasta obstacle course. If it feels like you missed something, it's because you did. The meat of this episode happened during the cartoon segment.
Sorry. Why is this suddenly the funniest line? Gee whizzers! I don't see how this will make me any less scared of the marauders out there.
Shut up and keep jumping all around those pizza pies.
I've heard of the land down under, but this is the land on pizza. Oh, what?
A cartoon drawing of Mario's face twirls onto the screen, overtaking it. After it's gone, it is cut away. Now, Mad Matt is bench pressing two boiling pasta pots. Water is spilling out from the sides of it.
Well, I just don't see why this dingo water needs to be boiling. I was out there earlier, and let me tell you, you don't want to run into lava. Oh, man, I'm never going to figure this out. They should call me Scared Matt.
The cartoon drawing of Mario once again wipes away the action. Now Mad Matt is fencing against Mario. Both men are holding big pepperonis.
Now this I understand. Crikey.
I haven't been beaten this hard with the pepperoni since the time I told Mama she should shave her mustache.
Jesus Christ, Mario. Oh, I should get out of here. I got to put a clean shirt. I got to put on a clean shirt.
Mario whacks Mad Matt in the head with a pepperoni.
Kangaroo!
Interior. Mario and Luigi's apartment later. Mario, Mad Matt, and Luigi are looking into the camera. Luigi is now wearing a wife-beater shirt.
Oh boy, I might be too scared to fight off those apocalyptic marauders, but I'm not too freak to watch these scenes from the next Legend of Zelda, mate. I put on... I can't get ready. I'll put on this...
It's very hard to do both.
I'm stuck
it's
in
very
hard.
I
don't know what to do. I put on this clean shirt. I hope it don't get spaghetti sauce on it. Fuck it. That's as good as it's going to get.
It's as good as it gets.
They're infused.
The scene from Legend of Zelda has been cut out because we're watching on a YouTube video in 140p quality. It's unclear if the episode is even in the correct order anymore. It has 432 views and one comment that links to how you can watch movies for free if you go to this website that shut down in 2016. Cut to interior, Mario and Luigi's apartment. We're back, baby. All of a sudden, there's like 7 marauders now in Mario and Luigi's apartment here to beat the crap out of Mad Matt. One of the background actors looks vaguely like famous actor Patrick Dempsey, but the quality is so low that you cannot tell. He is labeled as Dempsey in one Reddit post from 7 years ago, but there's no other information. They're all clearly in S&M gear. Background info. In our version of the show, the Mario team shares a set with a porn production. Captain Lou sometimes sticks around and chats him up because he's a friendly guy, and he finds the business interesting. He manages to borrow a bunch of chains, leather clothes, and whips from the porn guys for the Marauders. One time, someone on set thought Lou was Ron Jeremy, but he didn't let anything weird happen. Mario and Luigi's roommate Edison, a sentient mop, pops up for a moment. You want to do this one?
How does he sound? I forget. I don't want to kill her momentum.
I'll do it. I think it's like I could be wrong. But I think it's
robotic.
I think it's like, hey guys, just a heads up. I got a girl coming later, so don't be weird or anything. He goes back into his sewer hole.
All right, you marauders, you guys are in for a world of hurt. We got our friend Mad Matt here, and he's gonna kick your butts back to before the apocalypse.
They all grumble. If they speak, it costs more money. Mario hands Mad Matt a pepperoni. Use your training, Mad Matt.
Pepperoni? What, are you off your koala? Let's put these shrimps on the barbie.
He pulls out a sawed-off shotgun and blasts all the marauders off screen. It is heavily implied that they have been killed. The camera pans over to Luigi, who is once again covered in blood.
Once again, I find myself covered in blood.
A beat.
Oh, brother.
The camera pans to Mario, who is gnawing on the pepperoni like a fucking bear. What? Cut to interior, Mario and Luigi's apartment. Mario, Luigi, and Mad Matt are swinging their arms awkwardly. You can see a bunch of dead marauders behind them. Luigi is no longer covered in blood, inexplicably. Until next time, do the Mario!
Do the Mario!
The end.
There it is, folks.
That's it. That's the podcast. How do you feel about it, Mark?
I love it. 10 out of 10. Most valuable paisano, Mr. Science Guy.
Mr. Science Guy.
Clever on levels they don't even realize they're doing, which is the ultimate version of clever.
I wish I had that ability.
very impressive to me. That was fun. I thank you guys for hanging out. What do you think, Jeremy? What do you think,
good.
Jeremy?
I feel good about it. I feel like we are settling a little bit into this writing format. I like writing stuff, whether it's articles or scripts. I feel like, and I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like for me personally, writing dumb jokes is the only skill I have. So if our podcast ends up being a lot of us writing dumb shit, then that's in my ballpark.
Yeah, I feel comfortable with that. I feel like
So, sound off in the comments of Twitch, or send us stuff on Twitter at ShowShowPod if you like this stuff, because we'll do more of it. And always feel free to send us more iTunes ratings, and we'll read them in Toad's voice.
Yep, that sounds about right. I appreciate you all very, very much. Yeah, man. Cheers. I'm in the woods, so by all means,
Yeah, Mark, get out of those woods, buddy.
Oh, get out. Okay, I'm gonna get out of the woods. If you guys want to come look for me, that'd be great. Can I tell you, just since I don't do stand-up comedy anymore and it's my only outlet, one of my absolute best stand-up comedy jokes I used to say, guys, I got invited to this terrible thing for my grandma the other day. It was terrible. I got roped into this awful thing for my grandma. If you ever get invited to a search party, don't go.
Bad party. Very hard to do the Irish goodbye.
Exactly. Yeah, I would go on. I was like, it was like a pub crawl in the woods, except it was the middle of the night in the woods or something, and I was the only one. And like I didn't work, except I was the only one drinking. No, what was it? It was like a pub crawl in the middle of the night in the woods, and everyone's asking me how I could drink at a time like this.
Someone in the chat said not microwave safe says find an animator on the cheap. I'll say this, if anyone wants to go back and like animate anything from this episode or the cartoon one, obviously this is a huge ask, but if there's any bit that you want to animate, that would be very funny, and I would really love it. Animation is really hard. I do a decent chunk of it and not very well, and it takes me a long time, so I'm not like saying like please do this. We have nothing to offer except our undying love, but I'm
scratching the surface. If things go well, maybe in 6 months I will be able to like have a half-ass animation, realistically speaking. In the meantime,
some fun bits,
would never I think so. I think if anyone in the meantime was just work on a drawing of a bloody Luigi, that'd be
cool, dude.
That would be a new.
I always really like when people animate podcast episodes. We'll put it on our YouTube and credit you, and you'll link to you and stuff like that. We'll retweet it from hard drive, stuff like that. Like we can give you some promotion. But I love that stuff. It always makes me happy when people do it for my podcast or any podcast. I love it.
Well, folks, I think that's all. People say that's all she wrote. I think that's all we're gonna write.
That's all we wrote.
That's all we wrote, right?
Yeah.
The fat lady doesn't sing, but my dog, who my vet told me needs to lose a few pounds, is barking at me. So I don't know if I think that might mean we're done.
I think that does. Hey, as always, do the Mario. Bye.
Bye, Sonny.